It was Christmas Eve, and after Bobby carefully hung his stockings above the fireplace, he climbed the stairs to his room. Most of the time, Bobby didn't like to go to bed, but tonight he wanted to get some sleep, so he'd be bright and early on Christmas morning. He looked forward to finding out what was in those packages under the tree. Before he had gone up to his room, though, Bobby and his dad sat by the Christmas tree for their daily Bible reading. Some of Jesus' words to his friends in John 15:22 stayed with Bobby and kept circling through his mind even after he climbed into bed. He whispered them over and over until he fell asleep. The 5 words were, "If I had not come." It seemed like Bobby had hardly gone to sleep when a loud voice called, "Get up, Bobby, get up right away." He sat and rubbed his eyes. Was it morning? Was his dad calling to him already? He jumped out of bed and pulled on his clothes. He sure wondered if he was going to get the presents he wanted. New skates, a flashlight, a baseball, maybe that model airplane he had seen at Woolworth's. He hurried downstairs. But all was still. No lights were on. His dad wasn't waiting for him at the bottom of the stairs, and his mother wasn't in the kitchen making breakfast. And the Christmas tree was gone. No stockings hanging above the fireplace, no wreath in the window, and no presents. Bobby ran over to the front door and looked up and down the street. He could hear the rumble of machinery from the large factory 3 blocks away. He grabbed his jacket and his cap and raced to the factory entrance, but it was blocked by a grim-looking man. "What do you want, kid?" he growled. "Why is the factory open on Christmas?" Bobby wanted to know. "Christmas," the man said. "What's that? I've never heard of it. We're very busy now, kid, so clear out, you hear me?" Bobby frowned and turned away, puzzled and even a little scared. What's going on, he wondered, and he started towards town. Bobby hurried along the sidewalk. Maybe I'll find someone else I can ask, he thought. To his amazement, the stores were all open on Christmas Day. The grocer, the barber, the baker, each of them busy with customers, and they impatiently replied to his question, "Christmas? What's that?" Bobby tried to explain it was Jesus' birthday, that the first part of the word Christmas means Jesus. But he was gruffly ordered to move on. "Can't you see we're busy?" the 5 and dime store owner demanded as Bobby turned away. Walking slowly around the corner, Bobby suddenly thought, "I'll go to church. There's going to be a special Christmas service this morning, and people will be getting there ready for it." He ran the 2 blocks, but stopped short in front of a large vacant lot. "I guess I'm lost," he mumbled to himself. He looked around, but soon decided this had to be the place. Then he noticed a large sign, and he read the words out loud. "If I had not come." The same words Dad and I read last night, he thought, amazed. If Jesus hadn't come, there would be no church, no Christmas, no Christmas carols. He wandered away feeling sad and uncertain. What can I do to celebrate Jesus' birth, he wondered, even if nobody seems to know what it's about. Then he remembered that his class had gathered up a box of toys and games to send to the children's home, so the youngsters without families would watch them have presents on Christmas morning. "I'll go there and watch them open their presents," he said out loud, already feeling better. But when he found the street where the homes for the kids was supposed to be, only the gate was left. And instead of seeing children's home on the archway, he read, "If I had not come." He turned away disappointed and sad once more. He came upon an old man looking frail and ill, and Bobby said, "Hello, mister. I guess you're sick. Let's go up the road to the hospital." The man put his hand on Bobby's shoulder and they started out. But the poor man couldn't walk very fast. So Bobby said he would run on ahead and tell them to send an ambulance. "They'll get you well soon again," Bobby said. "You wait here. I'll help you sit down on this bench till I get back." Bobby ran back towards the town and the fine hospital. He knew right where it would be, too, on the corner. But he stopped short when he saw only a busy intersection filled with signs and posters and the words on each one, "If I had not come." What could he do? The old man needed help. And yes, the homeless shelter, they'll know how to help my friend, and he hurried on his way. Bobby remembered that the shelter was just down the street from where the hospital used to be, and he was sure the kind people there would take in his new friend and he needed care. And when he came to the building, instead of a warm welcome and people ready to help, he saw angry faces and groups of men gambling. They swore when he asked them if they could help his friend. Then he noticed over the door the same words, "If I had not come." Bobby sighed. He sure didn't know where else to turn. Then all at once he knew what to do. "Oh," he exclaimed out loud, "I'll go home. Dad and Mother will know what to do for my sick friend." He ran all the way home, scrambled up the steps and in the front door. On the way through the living room, he stopped to pick up the Bible his father had read from the night before. Puffing from his run, he began turning quickly past the pages of the Old Testament to find the Gospel of John and those words, "If I had not come." But when he thumbed beyond the book of Malachi, the last one of the Old Testament, the rest of the pages were left blank. All he could see was a faint outline on each, "If I had not come." Bobby sat down stunned at the thought of a world without Jesus. No Christmas, no churches, he whispered. No place to help people who are sick, homeless, or in need. And then he heard the sound of bells, the chimes from church. Bobby exclaimed, jumping out of bed. He looked around. "Hey, I'm in my own room, and they're playing my favorite Christmas carol, 'Joy to the world, the Lord is come.'" Then he heard his mother's voice from the bottom of the stairs. "Merry Christmas, Bobby. I thought you were going to get up early this morning." Bobby couldn't help laughing, so glad it was just a bad dream. But maybe more than a dream, he said to himself. He knelt by his bed and prayed. "Lord Jesus, I'm so glad you did come. You are the very best Christmas present anyone can have. I'll show you my thanks by doing everything I can to please you today and every day. Help me to be the kind of boy you want me to be."